Hi Aries, this is Griselle with Psychic MD, and I'm trying to figure out where the heck the camera is. Of course, I'm still setting everything up and trying to figure that out. But I wanted to do your July reading. And this is going to be for Aries, July 2021. So without further ado, here we go, okay? I'd like to know for my wonderful Aries friends, what is going on for them, with them, about them, all about them in July 2021, please. 2021, I'd like to know exactly, let's go for the challenges. Let's see what challenges Aries has going on for July. We'll start there. Okay, that was difficult. Okay, 7 of Pentacles right here. So what that tells me is that you're going to be in a period of introspection, looking at things insofar as like how much you've deposited of your blood, sweat, tears, energy, time, money, effort, all of that. It's going to be difficult to look at. I think you're going to also be looking at the past on some patterns that perhaps you have undergone, some things that, well, cycles, you know, that you've repeated throughout the years, and you're looking and seeing, well, I've kind of cycled through this over and over again. Have I not learned? And is this the same thing? Is it not the same thing? Is it beneficial? Is it a good thing? All of those questions are going to come into factor. What else do we have to know? You know, I feel like Aries, before I move any further, I'll wake this up here. I feel also like you've come a really, really long way, and right now you're into this little like oasis. It feels like a little cubbyhole of sorts, almost like you've traveled far, you don't want to rock the boat kind of a vibe, okay? My voice is cracking, and I'm having a hard time with, I guess my voice just being steady. So I wonder if some of you guys don't have any throat chakra issues at that point in time. Look, victim mentality. Not necessarily all the time, but usually. This definitely alludes to possibly, oh my goodness, I've never noticed this before. Okay, we're gonna go there. If you guys look right here, obviously there's like 10 swords into this person. Excuse me. So this is like, what else can happen? I mean, like, we don't want to keep asking that question. But it gets to be a cycle of, gosh, I can't believe this happened to me. And I've been there too. Okay, this is not like a judgment thing. But we forget to ask, what happened for me? Like, you know, things can happen for us and not just to us all the time. And that's all about our perspective, okay? So I kind of want to move away from this, like, this happened to me all the time. And that always happens to me. And this always happens to me. And I always wind up here with people who take my money and I put in all the time, energy, and effort, and it happens to me. How about it happens for you, to wake you up, to wake us up, to help us out, to help us to see things in a different light? Now, if you look really close, I almost see like a monster. I've never, ever, ever, Aries, in all the years I've been reading, I've never noticed this like monster thing, creature, right behind that figure. And I feel like I'm going to leave this out so that we can really kind of zoom in. So at the end of your reading, I'm going to have this card there so you can look at it real close. But it seems to me like this is a monster from the past. Yeah, it's caused you a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of sorrow. It almost seems like it won't let you go. It's something that continues to come after you. Now, for some of you guys, Aries, we're going to have to go there because I feel like hereditary, like, generational curse type thing. It was handed down from parent to child, that kind of a thing. It could be attitudes. It could be just an idea of, this is all that I'm capable of. No, this is all I can do. Or in this gender, I have to do that. Or, you know, certain expectations, anything like that. But it just seems to come back. It's like from the swamp and haunt you. It rears its head when you least expect it. It seems like you're enjoying, almost like you're enjoying the sunset, and all of a sudden here comes a swamp thing to really look and enjoy all the swords sticking in your body. We don't want that, and we don't want to play that proud. Okay, Aries, so let's get out of that. Let's see what we can do. All right, what's going on with Aries? Why are they just feeling so pursued and so, gosh, I just want to feel pursued. I don't like that. The Empress. This makes no sense, so we're going to have to clarify, okay? So this could be a mother figure, though. Some of you guys could have mother figures that are, like, really dogmatic. This is how it is. And this person, in spite of how, like, well she did and how she was a homemaker, and it doesn't have to be riches, but just, like, affluent and abundant in their own way, maybe they instill that in you, and that just isn't you, and you've been chasing the world just to try to fulfill a role that really isn't you. It's your mother's or your grandmother's, something like that. Okay, so let's continue on. Also, some of you guys have been told that you have to, like, create something. You have to create this new life and happy wife, happy life, and all these things, but it's really not you. Maybe you want to actually be a real accountant, right? Maybe you want to have an artistic life. Maybe you want to farm. Whatever the case may be, it should be what you want, not what other people want from you. I just feel like whatever it is has really rendered you and leveled you just completely flat and helpless at sometimes. So how do they get out of this energy? The World. Even before I finish my question, the World, you need to put an end to that. Easier said than done when you feel like, look, we have like an ox or a bull here, super stubborn, and then you have a lion. And I'm just going to encourage you, you know what, you've completed every cycle, you've tried everything. I really want you to pursue, and I want you to see you pursue your own, like, abundance, your own happiness, your own wealth, your own beauty, the way that you see it. Okay, so if you think that, like, I don't know, having a tattoo parlor is like the most beautiful thing ever, or having a greenhouse, or investing in Save the Whales and that's your whole life, or rescuing turtles, and I don't know what it is, but whatever your passion desires, Aries, I feel like you really need to go after it with the heart of a lion. Have courage and just abandon the projects that don't belong to you anymore. You know what? Life is really, really short, as we've seen, especially what's going on with the world right now. And I'm just saying, you know what, you've successfully completed some really painful lessons. And I say painful lessons because it's like flattened you out and laid you bare. And now it's going to be relatively easy, probably the easiest it's ever going to be in your lifetime or in this phase, for you to get up and bare totally, just be naked, be naked. God, this is like crazy. But be completely yourself, be completely vulnerable, and just say, you know what, this is what I want. This isn't what I've been wanting. I've been chasing and trying to please other people. What I want is for me, and what I want is, Aries, you fill in the blank, okay? And I fully support you. Not that I know you or you even care, but my point is, people are going to support you, and sometimes family or close friends are not the people to support you during those times. So if you get a lot of nays, a lot of no, don't do that, or whatever, maybe it's time you found a different support system until your family and friends can come around once again and really help lift you up and support what it is that you desire for yourself. I think that's really important, okay? Aries, okay, so ending a cycle, yeah. Now you're gonna wanna get really clear, crystal clear, and cut through all the BS with this sword of yours, okay? And I think it's gonna feel like, you know what, you're gonna raise some ire, you're gonna raise some hackles on family, on friends, maybe even employers that really want you to fulfill a certain role. Maybe they put you in management, you don't want to manage, whatever. So yeah, look at you. Oh my goodness, you're like filled with abundance, with stability. I feel like some of you guys are going to get a different job offer, start your own businesses, because look, mover and a shaker, and the stable maker, completely stable. These two women are powerful, and the fact that they're even together, it could be someone that you're going to partner with. If you decide you want to partner with anybody, somebody who might even have a vested interest, might lend you the money to start your own business, whatever the case may be. If you are on the younger side and you decide to move out of the house, out of the home, that kind of a thing, this is someone potentially like a roommate, somebody who's like, you know what, we can do this, we can do it together. And they can show you some different ropes that you're accustomed to. And in turn, you can share with them whatever it is that you have learned throughout your lifetime. And it could be like a partnership of sorts. But I feel like the partnership would be like very equal and balanced in a lot of ways, even though you guys are opposite. And I love that. Okay, so some heartache, it's going to be really hard for you to move on. If you're older, if you're younger, it doesn't make a difference. For you to kind of pull yourself out of this role or expectation, it's going to make the waters really choppy, Aries. Look at all of that foamy water, and it's like super turbulent. I think this is going to be time for you to really examine, well, that heartache, like why is it so painful, and why, you know, I mean, I can give 1,000 examples, but for me, a lot of my pain, one of my recent things, not so recent, 4 years ago, when my son decided he was going to move in with his father during high school. And that was really painful for me. And it was really difficult to get over. I'm not saying I'm over it, but it's still a process. So it could be the same thing for you. Whatever the case is for you, it's going to not be easy. And my heart goes out to you because that's just not an easy card to deal with. But know that you do have friends in the support system, and use them around you. Use them to lean on. If you need to cry, cry. But most of all, focus on the future and see like, okay, this happened to me at this point in my life, so I can be launched into something that I really have a passion for. And look, Aries, you are a great creator. You're making stuff. You're making shit happen, okay? So this is where we want to see you, and I love that. If you look closely at this card, it's almost like there's like a little skeleton body here, and almost like a new age crystal type of a table. And I feel like that old skeleton body is almost saying that, you know what, this is what it used to be, and it is no longer. Like, that's your life. You can put it aside, and you're bringing new skills to the table and a new zest for life. So what are you manifesting? Because you have all the tools that you need. You may feel afraid. You may feel kind of intimidated or scared to step out. And some of you guys are even coming out to your family and saying, you know what, I just prefer the same sex, or I'm pan, or I'm poly, or whatever the case may be. And that's entirely up to you. And you know what, once again, hi, I threw my cards on the floor. Hold that thought. Once again, you have my complete support. Either way, it doesn't really make a difference. Here I have the King of Swords here, and for whatever reason, this man's got his arms crossed. He's willing to cut through the thick of it, and he also can be like part of what keeps you stable, helps you be stable. Now, I feel like this person can have like really cutting words, but I think that they're going to be really supportive in your favor, and at first you're going to kind of be afraid to, I guess, not approach them, but really, yeah, maybe even approach them. It could be a business adventure, or it could be a father figure, anything like that. But just know in the end, look, you have the love and the support. That's just closeness. This could be romantic love. This could be friends coming to rally behind you, help you, help uplift you, help you feel like you can do this. Look at how green and big this tree is behind them that they're almost leaning against. And I feel like this closeness is a bond that you're going to find someone on a soul level that's very similar to you. So I really like that for you, Aries. I feel like you guys have like that cup, that holy grail, that eureka, I found it, and no one else understands, and we enjoy the same things, and we speak the same lingo, and we have the same abbreviations, whatever the case may be. I love that for you as well. I feel like it's going to be of a higher vibration, so your crown chakra is, highlighted. And now some of you guys, I'm going to say, might be in the medical industry. So that could be being a nurse, being a phlebotomist, being a doctor, being whatever. So that could have something to do with it, a paramedic, EMT, I don't know. But something about that. And also I have like the big, I guess it's like a snake mouth. It looks like a lion mouth, I'm not sure. But you want to, it's almost like this can take a bite out of you also. And or you've been bitten by the same love, the same profession. So it could be something like that. But I feel like you guys have both journeyed from far away. And we're going to explore if that's love in a second. For some of you it will be. And of course this is not like a personal reading, so I'm reading for many different people. That might be love, but we're going to be looking. Regardless, it is a really good supportive system. We'll check that out in 1 second. Because I want to show you this. Look, you've got the Ten of Pentacles. I love this for you as well. Aries, because you have support, you've got money, you've got loyalty, okay? You've got longevity, you've got people coming around. If you look at this card closely, it's little boys coming around and just looking at you in acceptance behind the mom and dad. And so it could be like if you're on the younger side and you've got family and you disappoint, or you're afraid you're going to disappoint them, they are going to come around and they're going to extend their loyalty, love, and support once again. They just might be really confused initially. And you might have to explain, what does pan mean, or demisexual, or sapiosexual, or any of those things. You know, it's just a little bit, I feel like it's a little bit of a shock, because this has been leveled on like ancient old traditions and things like that, and maybe it's not something that you really want. So the last card I'm going to show you before I check out the love thing, look at this. You have the Strength. You could even have a Leo next to you who's encouraging you, who will fight for you, who will fight with you. Not with you, but on your side. That kind of a thing, Aries. Gonna say also, I just keep seeing like this purple haze. It's really beautiful. And I still feel like the crown chakra is just highlighted, even though traditionally that is white. I just feel like a lot of reference to the crown chakra, okay? So you have the Strength, you have divine protection, by the way. So when you walk away, look, these cards come out together. When you walk away from whatever it is that's been making you miserable anyways, you have the Sun. Like, the night does not last forever, and you tried and tried and tried, and inside you died. I feel like that's how you're feeling, okay? So whatever this ending is, you're going to put an end to it. Sounds kind of repetitive, but here you have your freedom. You have the ability to be butt naked almost in front of the world and say, you know what, this is what I love, this is what I am, this is what I enjoy doing. I want to be a painter, I want to be a portrait artist, I want to be a photographer, whatever it is. I want to pour my time into things like this because it makes me happy. I don't want to work at XYZ place. I want to do something else. So whatever the case may be, I feel like it's more than a job. It embodies you, like your soul, your personality, all of those juicy things. So keep your balance. You do have an angel looking after you. Okay. Watching after you, this angelic being. Again, I have the rainbow here. So this could be, you know, reference to like gay, lesbian, queer, transsexual, whatever. It doesn't make a difference to me, but just keep your balance and know you're divinely supported. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the ground is just like a blend of, it's an alchemy of, okay? And so it's not going to be easy, but you have everything that it takes in order to move forward. And here you are reevaluating that situation that we started with. So I want to find out this Two of Cups right here. Aries, is this love? For those of you that this would be a love situation, let's see what's going on here. Aries with the Two of Cups. Why did the Two of Cups show up for Aries if this is about love? Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm going to give you both cards. Check this out. Okay. First I got this. This is about throwing your lot in with someone. This is about establishing a household, building something solid, steady. Could be building a business, throwing in your lot with somebody, moving in, building an actual home. Any of those things, that can actually be what is referenced here. Excuse me, my voice is like cracking. I think that this would just make you feel so happy and so excited and so like grateful. Even if it's like bare bones, like 4 walls, you're like, yes, it's finally happening. And this is just for me. You know, I created it or I manifested it, whatever the case may be. Now, next to it I have is being single, choosing to be single, choosing to be independent, having your own hobbies, having your own money, being unusual. I mean, this lady is not like, if you walked down the street and you saw her in her full glory, you would stop and stare. We all would, okay? So I feel like that's who you're embodying, but you're going to be getting a lot of love messages. And I don't think that, even though that connection, that Two of Cups was there, I don't think this is necessarily a ton about love. I think it is more about judgment, about being wise, about what offers that you accept, about, even though you can do a lot of flirty back and forth on what's going on. And if you're single, those are great things. And if you're married, they could be great depending on your situation. but I think that you're going to have a lot of reverence and a lot of wisdom and a lot of ability to cut through the BS and make a judgment and say, you know what, that's not for me, or that is for me, or not right now, all of those things. So that's what I have for people that are looking for love about the Two of Cups. Aries, a little bit more. What else do we need to know? What if you're in a partnership with Aries? What if they're already partnered though? What do we have? Maybe a lack of honesty, something going on with that. Somebody kind of sneaking around or trying to win at all costs, trying to win your affection, your devotion, but they're laying a big burden on you. Okay, while they maybe overindulge, maybe drink too much, maybe eat too much, any of those things are a potential factor. They could be fulfilling your wishes, like, wow, this person really fits the bill, but it's a really big burden. They expect me to do this, that, and the other, or they expect me to fulfill a role that just I don't feel like is mine. Sorry, it kind of felt like a tickle on my shoulder. Okay, so what else do we have to know for Aries for the month of July, please? That opened up a little bit, like, kind of spooky, huh? So what positive things do we have to look forward to, please? What are the good stuff? What is the juicy stuff? This one fell out sideways. So I feel like during the month of July, you're going to be kind of like trapped by your own ideas, but oscillating, kind of like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm free. I'm going to do this. And Aries, I'm like fiery. I'm going to go get her. I'm going to go get her, go get him. I'm going to go get it. Doesn't matter. I'm going to go for it. And then you're like, I can't do this. And I don't know. What am I doing? All those things. You have a reunion coming up. This could be happy hour. This could be happy hour over Zoom, anything like that. It could be a business meeting that's a little bit more on the lighthearted, or something that kind of gives you some excitement. It could even be like meeting with a potential employer or potential roommates or both, and having, I don't know, like when you just really get along with somebody and your vibe starts raising and raising, that kind of a high, some sort of excitement. And I feel like all of you guys are almost on the same level and you have the same ideas and expectation. If you look, the clouds are lifting, and I feel like you'll be able to speak your truth a lot more clearly. So that's what I have for you, Aries, for the month of July. Thank you so much for watching. If you could please give me a like, share, comment, subscribe, I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much, and namaste.